Hi guys. Okay, I don't know when I'm gonna have the chance to film this again because I'm so busy the next couple of days. I just wanted to give my review of The Deer and the Dragon by Piper CJ. The way this happened was I saw the third book at Barnes& Noble like 2 months ago, and the purple cover. First of all, the cover is gorgeous. Like, it's so well done. The colors are so cool. And then I don't like the spine, honestly, but I love the back. I love how it's done. Like, it's so beautiful. And then the pages are blue. So I saw the third one, and then I Googled if it was like a series, and I found out that this one was book one. Got it, and then read it. I kind of knew what I was getting into, but not really. Kind of, but not really. So, spoilers ahead. If you're scared of spoilers, then don't watch. But this is by Piper CJ. I don't know if I said that already. This is a story about Marlowe. Marlowe is a very successful best-selling author, and she's very, very wealthy from selling millions of copies of her series about mythical gods and mythical like lore like that. That's why it's called the No Other Gods series. In real life, but in her author career, it's called the Pantheon series. So ever since she was a kid, she had this, I guess you could say, dark entity that was never malevolent. It was always there as a protector. She named him Caliban, and he would always morph into like a white fox, and he would always be around. And the mom was very religious and very dismissive of Marlowe's gift. And ironically, it was passed down from the mom to Marlowe. So the mom has it too, but the mom takes it to like a religious extreme that like everything's a demon, and Caliban actually is a demon. But so she wasn't exaggerating there, but it's just like the mom would put everything that's not like of God or not in the Bible as demonic. So she's like one of those people that believes that. And Marlowe, honestly, for the whole time that she knew of Caliban or saw Caliban, she didn't think he was real. She thought he was always like an imaginary friend. Turns out he is real, and because she was having like a dumb moment, she like kind of like told him to get the hell away from her, and that she didn't want to see him anymore. And so she didn't realize that things like that are promises to the other side, and so they're kind of like commands. And so she gets stuck in some evil situations, and he's not really there to rescue her, but he, like, before she commanded him out of her life, he was able to mark certain people, so they were kind of protecting her already. So it just gets into this big ol' mess. She ends up going to hell, and not like that, but she ends up going down to hell and seeing how like it is in the realm, blah blah blah. And then turns out that her Caliban, because she's now trying to get Caliban to come back to her, obviously. And so turns out this like goddess, I don't even remember her name. She's like the goddess of like Venus and war and like fertility. Yeah. So it's very, very like American Horror Story. It felt like that last and final, those chapters. A very American Horror Story. And the goddess like trapped Caliban and another sea god from the Bible into this like town, kind of like Scarlet Witch traps the people. And the town looks really, really perfect, and it's supposed to look perfect. It's supposed to be like a pretty trap. And it's crazy that the town is kind of created in the form of a sigil, like a demonic sigil, and like no one even knows. And so that's how it's like a trap, and it's like this whole thing. So it's very, very like esoteric. I don't think I'm gonna read the second one, even though I have the second one, just in case I liked the first one a lot. But yeah, like, don't do that, you guys. Like, don't buy a series, even though I literally bought the Trials of Apollo entire box set. Hopefully I like that, because if I don't, then I'm screwed. But yeah, so it's that kind of story, and it deals with that. And she has like this talisman from her mom that she had to go take it from her mom's place, that helps her traverse the realms without having to be bonded to another deity or whatever. So it does talk about the Canaanites, talks about the Phoenicians, talks about a lot of things in the Bible. And then it talks a lot about these like demonic beings, and they're kind of like her friends. So yeah, it's pretty dark. The like what happens isn't really dark, not too much. It's just that there's I mean, they do have a lot of violent attacks at the very end of the book, but that's pretty much the most violent it gets. And then there are these like weird demon parasite babies, and then other than that, it's just like the symbology is what's like very dark. Okay, so if you're not comfortable with that, then I wouldn't really recommend this one. But that's what this is about. She obviously ends up finding Caliban, but now it's time to get out of that town, and so that's kind of how this one ends. She makes it out of the town, but Caliban and I don't know how to pronounce the guy's name. There's another like angel of hell or something that's with Caliban fighting alongside him, helping him in this war. And yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna read the next one. I feel like it's a little too dark for me. Like, I read it just to like get to the end of it, and I felt like it would be fine to read it. But yeah, it's pretty dark, so warning. But for what it was, I did enjoy it. I just don't think I'm going to read the next one just because it's a little too dark for me. So that's that.